Hello everyone, welcome to KGS IES English. This side Manish. In today's session, we will discuss about UPSC 2026 Prelims paper, the General Studies paper, and in the General Studies segment, I will discuss the current affairs parts with you. So good morning everyone, and we will start to know about what are the depth of the current affairs which was asked on the yesterday paper. So we will depth down all the aspects which are related with the current affairs segment that was asked in the UPSC Prelims exam. So let's start. As you are seeing, there are several questions which are interconnected with the current affairs. As you go through the prelims paper, you will find some things like more than 15 questions are directly related with current segment. Which was already given in the syllabus of the prelims in the first line. When you go through the prelim syllabus, there is a line given that national and international importance events and whatever the series of circumstances that are created by the national and international importance must to be covered for the UPSC prelims. That is already given in the syllabus. As per the syllabus, as I am saying, more than 15 questions is directly linked with the current affairs, and when we interlink with different subjects, the numbers goes up to more than 40 to 45 questions which are interlinked with the subjective matter. But in today's session, I will discuss those questions which are directly related with the current part. As you are getting the other discussions on subject wise on this channel, let's start with the current part. The first question that I will discuss is question number 2nd. I will discuss the question number 2nd in the UPSC segment, and I am taking the set C. I am taking set C and question number 2nd. In this question, it is asking with reference to Madhav National Park. Madhav National Park is one of the important national park in Madhya Pradesh. Right now, we are moving towards 107 national park in India. As you know, already 106 national park was already present in India, and Odisha government had notified about the Simlipal, and they declared the Simlipal as the 107th national park. And out of these national park, Madhav National Park is one of the important national park in India. This Madhav National Park, and according to this question, they are asking about the depth of Madhav National Park. It is present in Madhya Pradesh, a district named as Shivpuri. Shivpuri district of Madhya Pradesh have this particular national park. Now they are asking 3 statements based on Madhav National Park. The first statement, here it is, it was declared a tiger reserve in India in 2025. What they are saying, that this Madhav National Park got declared in 2005 as a tiger reserve. What is tiger reserve? Tiger reserve is a place where special protection is given to the tigers under Project Tiger, and a body named as NTCA is used to govern this place. NTCA, what is NTCA? That is National Tiger Conservation Authority. The National Tiger Conservation Authority have the whole sole purpose. It was created in 2005 and it works under the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, and the main purpose of this particular organization is to protect the tiger, is to conserve the tiger, because it is a umbrella species, ketone species of any ecological segment. So as in India 1973, we already know that a plan started that is known as Project Tiger, that started from the Jim Corbett National Park. and slowly it had achieved till 58 tiger reserve is present in India, and out of 58 tiger reserve, the maximum tiger reserve is found in Madhya Pradesh, and out of which Madhav National Park was declared as a tiger reserve in India in 2025. This statement is absolutely correct, because in 2025 Madhav National Park got a status of a tiger reserve. And in the second statement they are saying that Sakya Sagar, which is designated as a Ramsar site, is situated within this national park. So as you know, Sakya Sagar is a Ramsar site which was declared in 2022, and it is one of the wetland sites which is notified by the Ramsar Convention, which was held on in 1971 in Iran. A city named as Ramsar is associated with it. So this Sakya Sagar, sometime it is known as Sankhya Sagar, it is present inside this national park. This statement is also absolutely correct. So first and second are correct. If first and second are correct, it means that this will never be correct, this will never be correct, and this will never be correct. So it means that only 1 and 2 is correct, because in this statement 1 is not there, in this statement 1 is and 2 is not there, in this statement 2 is not there. Third statement saying that its area is shared between Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan. As I am saying, it is solely present in Madhya Pradesh in the Shivpuri district, and in historical segment it is considered as a hunting ground for the Sindhyas. They used to go for the summer vacation in this place, and when Britishers arrived, they made several kind of structures inside this particular park, and on the name of Madhav Rao Sindhya, this park got named as Madhav National Park. So it is historically related with the dynastical power also. So basis on that, if both the first and the second statement are correct and the third statement is incorrect, then we can easily choose the answer number B. So question number 2 have the right answer B. Now we'll move towards the next question. Next question, before moving the next question, just look at the map where this national park is usually found. So that will help you to identify the places which are associated with it, and that will create a mind map into your mind. Like this is the Madhav National Park. Here it is Kuno Palpur Sanctuary, which was again become a Kuno National Park recently in 2018, and it is famous for cheetahs. It have more than 50 cheetahs presently in India, which was from South Africa. Earlier it was fetched from Namibia, and latestly from Botswana. Nearby this place, Madhav National Park, Orcha, a famous holy place is there. Khajuraho, a UNESCO World Heritage Site is there. Chanderi, it is very famous for a kind of silk, a kind of cloth that is associated with this place. The Chanderi art is very famous from this place. So this is a very prominent place in Madhya Pradesh, and as you know, they are asking 3 statements. First statement is asking about the tiger reserve which was declared in 2025. Secondly, they are asking about the Sankhya Sagar Lake, which is into this national park, and third statement is incorrect as it is solely present in Madhya Pradesh. So on the basis of that, we have choose the right answer, that is B option, and that is the correct answer. Now we'll move toward the second question, and it is from the set number C, question number 8. In this question 8, what they are asking, we will do that. So just focus on this question. You will find several things which are associated with it. Like you are seeing that at United Nations Ocean Conference UNOC held in June 2025 in France, the Food and Agriculture Organization of United Nations demonstrated its leading voice on marine and ocean issues. Here you are seeing, if you are seeing this particular segment, it is saying that at the United Nations Ocean Conference, they are referencing about the ocean conference. If you are looking on this particular segment on the ocean conference, this is known as UNOC. We are talking about UNOC, the United Nations Ocean Conference that was held in June 2025. And as you are seeing that it already happened where like you are already seeing United Nations Ocean Conference. This United Nations Ocean Conference was held in France in 2025. And in this particular conference, they have talked about something by the help of Food Agriculture Organization, FAO. This is solely associated with FAO, and FAO for aquaculture, for livelihood. They have indicated 4 betters as asked in this particular question. If you look closely this question, they are asking at the United Nations Ocean Conference that was held in June 2025 in France, the Food Agriculture Organization of United Nations demonstrated its leading voice on marine and ocean issues. They have raised the issues which are associated with which topic? So when you closely monitor it, it is associated with the marine life and ocean life. And they have mainly focused on ocean or marine life. And when you focus on those things, they are asking about the 4 betters. Okay, what are those 4 betters that was associated with blue transformation and that is related with the livelihood of the persons who are related with the aquaculture? Mainly they are asking about that segment. So when we look at deeply with those things, they are saying that especially on sustainable fisheries and aquaculture, they are asking about the sustainable fisheries and aquaculture, and for the resilient livelihood and the blue transformation. Which of the following combinations about the 4 betters proposed by FAO for the blue transformation? So keep in mind there are 4 betters. First is better production. Better, if there is a better production, you will get better nutrition. If better nutrition is there, you will get better environment, and if better environment is there, you will get better life. So these are the 4 betters: better nutrition, better production, better nutrition, better environment, and better life. Here it is known as better production, better nutrition, better environment, better ocean. No, ocean was not there. Better production, better nutrition, better environment, better life. This is the correct one. There are no coral reefs, there are no estuaries, there are no mangrove vegetations. The correct answer is B option. These are the 4 better for the blue transformation. Keep this thing in mind. So what are these things? Better production, better nutrition, better environment, and associated with that is better life. So these are the 4 betters which are associated with blue transformation. Blue transformation is very important as per the Food Agriculture Organization. So we are dealing with this thing. Now we are moving towards the next question. Next question is, which one of the following is the first plan Vivo certified reducing emission from deforestation and forest degradation project in India? They are asking about the first Vivo project. As this question is associated with the REDD plus, that will indicate about reducing emission from deforestation. And forest degradation. As India is a place where 4 hotspots are present, biodiversity is rich. As you know, there are a lot of biodiversities present in India. On the basis of that, we have 4 hotspots in India. First is Western Ghats and Sri Lanka, Himalayas, Sunda lands, Indo-Burma region. These are the different hotspots which are present in India. And when we look at our northeast part, northeast is full of vegetation, full of biodiversity. So when reducing emission for deforestation and forest degradation, there was the first plan launched in India, and the place which got choose is from the Shillong Plateau or the Meghalaya Plateau, which have 3 hills: Garo Hills, Khasi Hills and Jaintia Hills. And in that Khasi Hills, where Cherrapunji and Monsoon Ram is there, for that first plan Vivo certified reducing emission project in India is Khasi Hills Community REDD project. So this Khasi project is very important as Khasi is a tribe founded here. Secondly, Cherrapunji and Monsenram, which are the wettest place in the world, are also found here. And it is the first plan Vivo certified REDD project in India. So that means C option is the correct answer. So when we go on the 10th question of the C set, C is the right answer. As I am saying that when you look at the Meghalaya, here it is known as Shillong Plateau, and on Shillong Plateau there are 3 hills: Garo Hills, Khasi Hills, Jaintia Hills, and in the Khasi Hills, in the eastern part, Khasi Hills Community RED project certified in 2013 and India's first project under International Plan Vivo standard that was launched in 2011. And the things which are associated with this project is community governance, federation of 10 indigenous kingdoms, cultural conservations for ancient groves. Third is watershed restoration and sustainable income for the local peoples who are associated with it. So these are the different things and which are associated with the eastern part. So keep in mind, Khasi Hills was the first Vivo project which are associated with REDD project. It means that C answer is absolutely correct. So Khasi Hills Community REDD project is there. Now we'll move toward the next question which are associated with mainly with the current affairs part. As you know, I am solving the GS paper 1, the current affairs, which was asked in the yesterday examination. So now we move towards the next question. Next question is about this is a different kind of question which arrived in the UPSC segment because as you analyze the earlier paper, there are different kind of patterns. Sometimes they ask the statement based questions, and on the basis of statement you choose the correct. 2 years ago they started a new pattern, writing only one option is correct, only 2 options are correct, only 3 options are correct, only 4 options are correct. That was also a tricky part. Now in this segment, firstly they had given several statements, and on the basis of statement, basis on these statement relationship, they are saying that select the codes. So these are the series of statement are present in this particular question. We are referring the 11th question that was asked in the UPSC Prelims exam and 24th May paper. When we go through this particular thing, the main concept behind is climate change only. To consider the following statement with reference to India's response to climate change. How India is doing and how India is working on their climate goals. As you know already, when in 1992 there is a plan known as Earth Summit that was held in Rio de Janeiro. In Rio de Janeiro, on that summit, India was the part and India had participated in it. Later on, when UNFCCC was formed, United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change is formed, India was the signatory body and India had ratified those things. Earlier, Kyoto Protocol came, and in 2015, we came across a Paris Agreement. India was the signatory body of the Paris Agreement, as well as India had ratified the different things which are associated with the Paris Agreement. And there are 5 main elements which are associated with it, known as Panchamrit. And under that, the first statement is asking till 2070, India want to achieve the target of net zero carbon emission. For climate change, what is the main issue? Climate change is due to the enhancement in the greenhouse gas emission, and there are different greenhouse gas which are very harmful for our environment. As you know, greenhouse gas is a very essential thing. Due to greenhouse gas emission or presence of greenhouse gases, this earth have a habitat of humans, of life. But when there is a extensive changes where there is an enhancement in the greenhouse gas effect, then the things got changed tremendously, drastically. Now here saying that when greenhouse gases are very essential for life, but when there is an enhancement in their emission, that will create global warming, and due to global warming we are facing an issue known as climate change. as you go through these gases CO2, CH4, N2O, SF6, NF3, CFCs, PFCs, HFCs, these are the things which create the climate change. If we want to curb the climate change, we have to reduce the emission of these gases. On the basis of that, India had achieved several things, but still we are on the way. We had not achieved till date. We are referring for 2030 some things, for 2035s, and till 2070 we want to become net zero carbon emitter. Net zero carbon emitter means that whatever the amount of carbon we are emitting, the same kind we can absorb. Like Bhutan is a nation which is considered as a carbon negative nation. So whatever the carbon emitted by the Bhutan, more than they emit, they absorb lot of carbon. That's why they are carbon negative. We are not carbon negative, we are carbon surplus. So till 2070, we want to try to reach the level to the net zero carbon emission, as in the statement saying that India's long-term low emission development strategy. Because in the statement still they are saying that long-term low emission development strategy, because they know that climate change is not a short-term issue. It is a long-term issue which was held in the 18th century, and due to the events that was held in the 18th century, the 16 developed nations who are the most responsible for the climate change are now developed nations, but they have tremendously released a lot of carbon into the environment. Industrialization has initiated from the UK, United Kingdom. Later on, it is moved to Germany, USA, Japan, Canada. All those nations are associated with it. So in this statement, they are referring that India's long-term low emission development is a crucial tool for achieving net zero emission by 2070. If somebody will ask me how this carbon is emitted on the long-term basis and how India will curb this, if you are using electricity in your home, you are emitting the carbon. If you are using any kind of vehicles, if you are using any kind of fossil fuels, if carbon is there, if coal is there, if petrol is there, if diesel is there, if crude is there, if there is any kind of wood you are firing, everywhere carbon usually emitted. So on the basis of that, we are focusing on the alternatives of those things. Now they are referring that we have long-term low emission development strategy for the crucial tool for achieving net zero emission by 2070. This is absolutely correct. Second statement is saying that India's fourth biennial update report submitted in December 2024. India had submitted a report in 2024, and this was saying that in 2019 whatever we emit comparing to 2020 was a COVID year, and India was facing a strict lockdown, due to which several industries got stuck down. That's why a lot of carbon emission got degraded. So India had submitted a biennial update report, and in that report recorded around 8% decrease in greenhouse gas emission in 2020 over 2019. It was around 7.93. Approximately you can say that 8%. So by that report you can refer this statement is also correct. In the third statement, they are saying that climate resilient development necessity depends on quick and short term achievements of emission reduction target. If you reduce carbon emission on short term basis, do you achieve this global warming cut down, or the climate change will change drastically? Neither nor. Keep in mind, climate change is a long term issue, and you have to do a long term things for curbing that climate change. Short term or quick measures will give you just a relief for some time. That will not create a long term solution or sustainable solution. For that, this statement is wrong. So basis on the following relation among the statement are correct. Statement 1 is empirically supported by statement 2. Empirically it is supported. Statement 3 contradicts the approach implicit in statement 1, because it is saying that long term and they are referring the short term. So they are contradicting. This statement is also correct. Statement 1 and statement 2 together establish the premises for long term sustainability. In the second statement, they are saying that when comparing with 2019, 2020 have less emission, and here it is saying that long term low emission. So these two statements are not together establish the premises of long term sustainability. So it means that the third statement is incorrect. First and second are correct. Here also third is incorrect. It means that you can easily go to the first and second statement. The correct answer is B option. So basis on that, just wisely cover all the points, and the correct answer is B. So don't be confused, answer number B is the correct answer. As we move towards the solution of this particular thing, you keep in mind that first and second is only correct. It means that B is the right answer. Why? Because in the relationship, first statement is supported by statement second. Because the first statement is referring us the long-term stability. Long-term emission can be, if you want to reduce the emission, you have to be sustainable. You have to be a kind of visionary for the long-term goals. If you achieve that, it will help India and the world to curb this climate change. So basis on this relationship one, statement one is supported by the statement second. How? Long-term low emission development strategy is net zero by 2070. This is the main goal. Right now we are in 2026. We are referring, we are promoting electric vehicles, ethanol, all those things. Whatever the things is there, the main goal is to reduce the carbon emission. So gradual decarbonization protects social economic growth. This is the thing. And the statement second is biennial the report of the that was submitted in 2024. Basis on the report, 2019 emission was reduced by 7.93%. Approximately it is near by 8%. So this is empirical data. Second relation is relationship 2 and relationship second and third statement contradicts the first one. Statement 1 approaches long term and statement third approaches a quick term. So that's contradict. That's why this statement is correct. And the relationship third is statement 1 and statement 2 together establish premises. Statement 1 is long term gradual and statement 2 is statement 2 when we and the statement third is quick and short term. The premises of long term sustainability is not associated with that. That's why the third statement is incorrect. The correct answer is B, first and second. The long term's low emission reduction is gradually net zero by 2070. BUR, data of progress, and contrasting ideal, because short term can never be a solution for climate change. The right answer is B. Now we move towards the next question. This question is related with a kind of migratory bird named as Amur Falcon. And which of the following statement? First go through this question very keenly. Here they are asking which of the following statement with regard to the arrival of Amur Falcon at Doyang Lake in Nagaland each year from Mongolia are correct. A bird which is considered as a migratory bird. They are referring a bird named as migratory bird. We are referring this question from set C, question number 17. And it is associated with a migratory bird named as Amur Falcon. Basically, this bird is usually found in Siberia, then moved to Mongolia, then came to India, and it will reach till South Africa. They travel around 22,000 kilometers of distances. UPSC has asked a detailed question about the Amur Falcon. In the first statement, because they are saying that the following statement with regard to the arrival of Amur Falcons at Doyang Lake in Nagaland each year from Mongolia. It showcases how sustained local conservation efforts can contribute to the arrival and protection of international migratory birds. It reflects the global success of advanced tracking technology that guide migratory birds back to their stopover sites. It confirms that Amur Falcons have adapted to permanent residency in India due to favorable habitat change. Now they are referring that a place named as Doyang Lake, which is present where? It is mainly found in Nagaland. And by referring that point, they are saying that it become a permanent resident. It become a permanent resident of India. Means Amur Falcon bird is just like another bird like Nicobar megapod. India have lot of birds which are permanent resident of India, like Nicobar megapod is there. Great Indian bustard are there. Now they are referring what? They are referring about the Amur Falcon. They are saying that the Amur Falcon become the permanent resident of India. If we are saying that, if we are using the word this migratory birds, how it can be a permanent resident? If the bird is already a migratory, it means that it usually take the nature of migration from one place to another. So it confirmed that Amur falcons have adapted to permanent residency in India due to favorable habitat change. Wrong. This statement is absolutely wrong. So this statement and this statement is incorrect. In the first statement, they are saying that it showcases how sustained local conservation efforts can contribute to the arrival and protection of international migratory bird. If Doyang Lake is considered as a place where this bird came every year, it means that the local community is doing a lot of things. They are conserving the wetlands there. That's why these birds usually attracted to this place. So it showcases how sustained local conservation efforts can contribute to the arrival and protection of the international migratory birds. It means that first statement is correct. Second statement saying that it reflects the global success of advanced tracking. We are getting a data like they are traveling around 22,000 kilometers. So it reflects the global success of advanced tracking technology that guide migratory birds back to their stopover sites. Now they are referring that due to the advanced tracking technology that guide migratory birds, does any technology is used by the birds or the species? Human can use the technology, but how a bird can use the technology? Bird have already there, they use geomagnetism, they use the winds, they use the climatic conditions to move from one place to another. So it will never be right. So second statement is also incorrect. The right answer is one only, and correct is A. It means that whatever the Amur falcon is doing at Doyang Lake is due to the sustained local conservation efforts that contribute to the arrival and the protection of international species, international migratory bird. So it's considered as an international migratory bird. Keep this thing in mind. Now we'll move towards the answer. Like, as you know, I'm saying that its breeding ground is present in Mongolia, Siberia. From Mongolia, Siberia, it moved to Northeast India, Doyang Lake, Nagaland, and in October, November, crucial stopover refuel in swarming termites, and in winters, they will reach towards the South Africa, and again, they will reach towards, means they keep on moving. That's why they are considered as migratory birds. That's why the first statement is correct. Second is bird navigation versus human technology. Birds have innate biological mechanism like earth magnetic field, celestial cues. They don't use any kind of satellite communication. That is used by us. So technology, satellite tags used for satellite tags, scientific monitoring and research do not guide birds. And key concept in Nagaland community is before 2012 there are a lot of hunting, but after 2012 community conservation started. That's why these birds have a tremendous kind of count in the Nagaland region, and every year these birds usually reach this place. And after 2012 community conservation has created the Amur Falcon capital and the ecotourism place. That's why the statement 1 is only correct, second is neither correct nor the third statement is correct. To go with the A option. Now we'll move toward the next question. This question is question number 18. In this question number 18, they are asking that which among the following are the objective of rain-fed area development initiative under the National Mission for Sustainable Agriculture. First thing that you have to know about the sustainable agriculture. Sustainable agriculture is a kind of agriculture which is based on optimum utilization of resources, so we can make available the resources for the future generation. We don't exploit the nature. So under this National Mission for Sustainable Agriculture, Rain-Fed Area Development Initiative started, and this initiative is mainly associated with a place which is associated with the rain area. By the help of rain, diversified crops usually we promote, and the main purpose of this sustainable agriculture is for sustaining, and there is a continuous production of crops for the supply management as well as the sustainability in every segments. Like here saying that on the basis of those objective rain-fed area development initiatives under National Mission for Sustainable Agriculture, first statement is saying that encouraging monoculture in rain-fed areas. Second is saying that increasing rice cultivation in irrigated region, and third statement is saying that enhancing productivity and minimizing climatic risk through integrated farming systems. So first thing is rain-fed area development initiative encourage multiculture, crop diversification, not monoculture. Whenever there is a monoculture, sometimes a lot soil quality degraded, as well as the groundwater degraded. So they never promoted any kind of monoculture rain-fed areas. Secondly, increasing the rice cultivation in irrigated region. No, they are promoting that increase the rice cultivation in the rain-fed areas. So second is also incorrect. So first and second are incorrect. So we got the right answer. 3 only. Enhancing productivity and minimizing climatic risk through integrated farming system. That's why third statement is correct. To go with the D option. So D is the right answer. Now we'll move towards the answer of this particular segment. Like objective of rain-fed development under National Mission for Sustainable Agriculture, focus on integrated farming system for climate resilience. The first thing that are associated with it is core strategies, integrated farming system, crop cultivation, diversification. Like they usually promote the diversified crops, mixed crops. They don't promote monoculture like pulses, oil seeds, increase productivity, diversify income, livestock rearing, fishing. So in that, the main purpose is to increase the productivity. To increase productivity, and they use the crop residue for the manure part, as well as horticulture is also associated with it, apiculture, fisheries, livestock, and the crop cultivation. So combinedly they are working on it. They are not promoting any kind of monoculture in rain-fed area, and they increase rice cultivation in irrigated region. Rather, they are focusing on the rain-fed areas. So that's why the rain-fed and the IFS integrated farming system is climate resilient. Therefore, statement 3 is the only correct objective. Answer is D option. Now we move toward the 44th question, that is also associated with current affairs parts. Which one of the following describes the key objective of India's Open Network for Digital Commerce initiative? The main objective of Open Network for Digital Commerce initiative is to counter the big giants, to break the dominance of large e-commerce platform like Amazon, Flipkart. Like these big platforms are curbing the local markets. So for that, Indian government has started Open Network for Digital Commerce for local vendors. They can also associated with the e-commerce websites. So the main purpose is to break the dominance of large e-commerce platform by enabling interoperability across the network. It means that C is the right answer. As we go through, ONDC nuts and bolts are ONDC core aim is to enable e-commerce for small sellers and businesses. Parallels have been drawn with UPI, meaning it could not do for the e-commerce what UPI did for digital payments, and sellers will handle deliveries through tie-ups with logistic firms. And the main purpose is to break down the monopoly of the big players. Now we move towards the next question. This is question number 45. Here it is comparing that which one of the following statement about unified payment interface and the central bank digital currency, digital rupee, is not correct. In the first part, it is saying that UPI is a real-time payment system, but digital rupee is akin to sovereign paper currency. This is absolutely correct. We have to find the not correct option. In the second option, they are saying that in case of UPI, settlement for end users happen instantly as the money gets immediately debited or credited. But in case of digital rupee, there is no settlement as the wallet balance get transferred to another wallet. So this is a kind of wallet kind of thing, and UPI you are already using, so it transferred from one account to another. In the third statement, it is saying that UPI transactions are recorded by banks and reflected in bank statement, but in case of digital rupee, no data is captured in bank statement as transactions from one wallet to another. In both the cases, UPI and digital rupee, the liability lies with the users and their respective banks. So these three statements are absolutely correct, but in the fourth statement they are saying that in both the cases UPI and digital rupee, the liability lies with the users and their respective banks. No, in the digital rupee segment it is associated with the RBI. If we do a proper kind of difference between those two things, we can see that digital rupee is a digital legal tender like physical cash, but UPI is rail for moving bank deposits. When we compare with the digital rupee, issuer is Reserve Bank of India, and UPI is with banks as a participant with NPCI, National Payment Corporation of India. Settlement is final at the central bank level and at the wallet level, but it is at interbank via NPCI. When we offline capability possible, but needs internet or mobile network for the UPI. If there is no proper internet connectivity, you can't use UPI, but without internet offline capability, digital rupee can be used. Anonymity can be designed for cash-like privacy, and for the UPI fully linked to KYC bank account. Use cases: offline payments, cross-border, programmable money, cash replacement, everyday person-to-person merchant payment is there. So this is mainly associated with the Reserve Bank of India. So here the D is the right answer because it is the incorrect option. Apart from that, you can easily write these are the three right statement about UPI and digital rupee. Now we'll move toward the next question. This is question number 50. If you closely monitor the question number 50, it is saying that which of the following statement about rare earth elements and critical minerals are correct. We have to very much this particular topic is very much in news due to Donald Trump. Earlier he was interested in Ukraine, then in Greenland he was focusing. The main focus is on the rare earth elements. Rare earth elements are 17 elements, and the statement in the third statement they are saying that there are 13 elements which are rare earth elements. No, rare earth elements are a set of 13 metallic elements. This is absolutely wrong. So it means that fourth will never be correct. So we have to find from the A and B only. In the first statement, they are saying that modern technological innovations including artificial intelligence, robotics, space exploration extensively utilize rare earth element, and China have the monopoly in that. USA want to grab that market. That's why USA's keep on working with the Ukraine, or they are further interested in the Greenland and the other mineral rich area of the Africa and South America. They are also very much interested because this rare earth element is very essential in artificial intelligence, robotics and space exploration, extensive utilization of the rare earth elements. It means that the statement 1 is correct. If statement 1 is correct, we get the right answer A only. So it means that first and 3 is correct because in B statement there is not first option. So second statement is saying that China has the highest share in mining of RED. This is correct, followed by India. No, India is not at the second position. China is at the first position. On the second position, we will find the USA. In the third statement saying that the government of India launched the National Critical Mission in 2025 to establish a robust framework for self-reliance in the critical mineral sector, and India is doing also in this sector, but India is not the global leader in the rare earth elements. First, go through the world reserves of the rare earth elements. China have 49% of reserve, and Brazil have 23% of reserve, and India have 8% of reserve. Secondly, when we go through the production, in production, mine production, China is at the first position, USA at the second position, Myanmar at the third position, Australia fourth, Thailand fifth, Nigeria sixth, and India is seventh. That's why this option is absolutely wrong. So second statement is wrong because China is the global player in mining production. But every time mining and the reserve are different. Like Greenland's rare earth elements has 1.5 million reserves. China have the most reserve, following by Brazil, and then India is at the third position basis on the reserve. Reserve never guarantees the production. Like you have multiple books of any subject, it doesn't guarantee that you study daily on the daily basis of all those books. On the basis of your will, you can read a single book multiple times, but reserves never guarantees any kind of production. So China is the producer as well the reserve, and US is the second producer. That's why USA is interested in the Greenland. When we compare those things like 17th rare earth elements like yttrium, cerium, lanthanum, erbium, terbium, yttrium, holmium, scandium, samarium, thulium, praseodymium, neodymium, dysprosium, euporium, gadolinium, lutetium, and promethium. These are the 17 earth elements. Some are critical, some are uncritical, some are excessive. So that's why we had choose the right answer here as A option, 1 and 3 only. Now we move towards the next question. Next question is about the LLM and the machine learning. LLM is large language model. Keep in mind that whatever the model is there for the machine learning and the deep learning, any kind of artificial intelligence works on the data. If data is associated with some reason, some kind of politics, it is always be biased. You can give the prompt to any kind of AI, but it never guarantees that it will give a neutral answer, because their answer is based on the data, and whatever the data present on the internet or in the space or in the cloud have to be developed by somebody. and if somebody is associated or biased with something, that AI is also work in that thing. So in this question, they are asking three statements. In the first statement, they are saying that LLM assign probabilities to the next possible words and then pick the with the highest probability. This is the thing that usually happen in large language models. LLM process data through mathematics optimization to minimize production errors. This is also thing. If there is a mathematical optimization, how LLM produce unbiased outputs? They are basis on the data things, and sometimes LLM produce biased output also. So that's why third option is incorrect. First and second is correct. So go with the B option. So here we can say that word generation next word probability statement is correct. The input constant artificial intelligence is changing the LLM. Interference engine is changing the way we live. The probability distribution world 20%, future 10%, market 3%, people 2%. So highest probability selected is where live. The final takeaway for exam is remember the trinity: probability, optimization, and algorithm bias. In the second statement, they are saying that learning error minimization, that is correct. So LLM is billion of parameters error calculation on the mathematics. But third statement is saying that ki unbiased output. Reality is there ki that is associated with any kind of biased training data like news, gender stereotypes, or any kind of books, then whatever the answer it will produce, it have some biasness. So that's why the correct answer is 1 and 2 only. Now we'll move toward the next question, that is question number 60, and question number 60 is asking about green hydrogen. Firstly, understand the difference between grey hydrogen and blue hydrogen. Lot of methane we usually get from sea. If methane means CH4, you already know CH4 is methane. If hydrogen is absorbed from the methane or fetched from the methane by some process, that is considered blue hydrogen. If by any sources, means by any fossil fuels, we are producing the hydrogen, that is considered as grey hydrogen. And the green hydrogen is mainly produced by the electrolysis of water. By the help of water, we can produce it. So firstly, see things. If we have a natural gas, and natural gas from steam methane reforming, hydrogen is eliminated, high carbon emission, this is considered as grey hydrogen. When natural gas is taken from carbon capture storage, it is considered blue hydrogen. It never be a green hydrogen. For green hydrogen, we have to take water, and from water we will use renewable electricity like solar, wind panels, turbines, and electrolyze, and then we get oxygen and green hydrogen. So this is considered the green hydrogen, and in this zero emission there. In the grey hydrogen, we have high amount of carbon emission, and in the blue hydrogen, low carbon emission is there. So basis on that, in the first statement, which of the following statement with regard to green hydrogen is correct? It is saying that it is decarbonized hydrogen obtained from natural gas reforming combined with carbon capture and storage. So it is associated with blue hydrogen and grey hydrogen. It means that first statement is absolutely wrong. If this statement is wrong, A and D are eliminated. In the second option, it is saying that green hydrogen is produced using electrolysis of water with electricity generated by renewable energy. What we are showing here, by the help of renewable energy, water by the process of electrolyzer converted into green hydrogen and oxygen. So this statement is absolutely correct. So second is absolutely correct, and in both the statements, second is there. So we have to verify the third statement. In the third statement is saying that National Green Hydrogen Mission of India aims for abatement of nearly 50 million metric tons of annual greenhouse gas emission by 2030. That is the main aim of India. So India's National Green Hydrogen Mission goals is implemented by the Ministry of Renewable Energy. At least 5 million metric tons green hydrogen production capacity by 2030, abatement of nearly 50 million metric tons annual greenhouse emission by 2030, and reduce fossil fuel import by 1 lakh crore. So it means that this statement is also here saying that National Green Hydrogen Mission of India aims for abatement of nearly 50 million metric tons of annual greenhouse gas emission. So abatement of nearly 50 metric million tons. So that's why this statement is absolutely correct. So second and third are correct. So you can go with the B option. So here B is the right answer. So let's be sure with the B option. Now we move toward the next question. This question is, consider the following statement about Mission Sudarshan Chakra of India. Mission Sudarshan Chakra was very much in news when Prime Minister of India had given a speech from the Red Fort about the India defense capability and the advanced air defense system, which was used in the Operation Sindoor to counter the different ballistic missiles and drone attacks done by the Pakistan. In this particular segment, in the first statement saying that it aims to enhance India's air defense, ballistic missile defense and aerial offensive capabilities. In the second statement is saying that this mission is being designed to enhance rapid, precise and powerful defense responses, reinforcing India's strategic autonomy, and one of the aim of this mission is to cover all public places of India by an expanded nationwide security shielded by 2035. If we follow the first statement, it is integrated defense offense, air defense and ballistic missile defense, aerial threats, drone, hypersonics, air defense and defense, like we have different destroyers, we have destroyer ships, we have air defense system, Akash missile, we have S-400. These are the things which are very much capable to provide the air defense. Second is strategic autonomy in the tech, reinforcing India's strategic autonomy. So India is working on different technologies to get a strategic autonomy, and by the speech of the Prime Minister, he was referring that all the different important places of India like hospital, railway station, cultural, religious sites will be protected by 2035 and target will be committed, and it was initiated in 2025. It means that these three statements are absolutely correct. To go with the A option, 1, 2, 3 are correct options. Now we move towards the next question. Question number 80 is there. Consider the following statement with respect to AI Impact Summit 2026 held in New Delhi. Recently, this summit was held in New Delhi and it was very much in news due to the Galgotia University's controversy. You have came across it on the multiple times on the social media platforms. On the basis of that AI Impact Summit, this is the fourth summit. Already 3 summits was already happened in UK, in France and in South Korea, Seoul. 3 meetings had already done about the AI Impact Summit. This fourth was held in India in the February month. The summit intellectual framework was based on 3 foundational sutras: people, planning and progress. This is absolutely wrong, because the 3 foundational sutras were people, planet and progress, not the planning process. So it means that first is incorrect. Second is saying that the preamble of the summit stresses democratizing AI resources, which acknowledge the Charter for Democratic Diffusion of AI as a binding framework. Never a AI Impact Summit is voluntary and non-binding. Never be a binding framework to support locally relevant innovation. So it means that first is also incorrect. Second is also incorrect. So it means that second is also incorrect. So we got the right answer D, 3 only. What is 3? The New Delhi Declaration on AI Impact was structured around 7 chakras, 7 pillars, which included access for social empowerment, AI for science and secure and trusted AI. It means only third statement is correct. So right answer is D option. So as you know, people, planning and progress was incorrect, because people, planet and planet progress, they are focusing. AI resources and democratizing, they are using word binding framework, but it is voluntary and non-binding. That's why these 2 statements are incorrect. And the New Delhi Declaration AI Summit have 7 chakras: access for social empowerment, democratizing AI resources, economic and social good, human capital, resilience, innovation, efficiency, secure and trusted AI, AI for science. That's why the third statement is correct. Now we move toward the 89th question. 89th question is associated with which of the following statement with respect to revamped Rashtriya Gram Swaraj Abhiyan. The revamped Rashtriya Swaraj Abhiyan was launched on 1st April 2022 and till the target was 31st March 2026. On the basis of that, they had asked this question. The period of implementation is 1st April 2021 to 31st March. This is wrong, because it was implemented from 1st April 2022. Next, they are saying that the key objective of the revamped RGS is to develop the governance capability of Panchayati Raj institution to deliver on the sustainable development goal. This question is, this statement is absolutely right. The share of the central funding for the revamped RGS is 100% for all states and union territories. No, it is in the 60-40 ratio for majorly states, and it is 90-10 ratio for the mountainous state like Himachal, Uttarakhand, Sikkim, and it is 100% for the UT. For mountainous states, it is 90-10, and for majorly state it is 60-40. That's why this statement is also wrong. So first is wrong, third is wrong. It means that only second is correct. So B is the right answer. So here you can say that it started from 1st April 2022 till 31st March 2026, and alignment with the 15th Finance Commission. Second is key objective is to develop Panchayati Raj institution governance capabilities, no poverty, quality education, environment, sustainability, economic growth, clean water and sanitation, good health. And in the third, funding pattern is not 100% central funding, 60-40 states, and special category state, northeast or hilly is 90-10, and UTs is 100%. That's why that statement was incorrect. Now we move toward the last question of current affairs, that is the Chancellor of Federal Republic of Germany visited India in January 2026. Which of the following are the correct terms of outcomes of this visit? Okay, what are the different outcomes of this visit? On the first thing, they are saying that signing of a memorandum of understanding between All India Institute of Ayurveda and the University of Hamburg. This is absolutely wrong because it was signed with the University of Berlin. So this is wrong, and we have to find the not correct option. So this must to be included. Second is signing of a memorandum of understanding on youth hockey development between Hockey India and Green German Hockey Federation. This is correct. The establishment of a bilateral dialogue mechanism on Indo-Pacific. This is also correct. Opening of an honorary consul of Germany in Lucknow. No, it is in Ahmedabad. They are trying to open. So this is incorrect and this is also incorrect, but this is correct. So we have to find the not correct option. So not correct is 1 and 4. 1 and 4 are incorrect. So B option will be the right answer. We have to go with the first and fourth. As you know, incorrect is Ayurveda partner with the Charité University Berlin, not with the Hamburg University, and the consulate will be open in Ahmedabad, not in Lucknow. So that's why first and fourth are correct. So that means the B is the right answer. So these are the different solutions of those questions which was asked in the yesterday examination. Hope you get the right approach to solve these questions. If you have any kind of queries, you can easily ask in the comment section, and do let me tell about the how you like the explanation of this particular segment, and meet me in the next segment. Thank you very much for watching this. Have a great day to everyone.